Yeah. Shout out to everyone who are watching right now, who is watching right now. I can't thank you guys enough, definitely, for coming to the channel. Shout out to my brother. God brings FUDA. It's a big bros. Well done for the update. Working for PC City, Niger, PA City. Port Harcourt, man. You know, where we started for Port Harcourt, brother. You know, maybe let us know because we now one kind people we busy, man. We don't travel a lot as well. You feel me? So guys, we're gonna definitely talk about this, the Chameleon and the Ruiz Jr. Okay. When was the last time I called the Chameleon? It's been a long time. But we know he's a chameleon because he's one of those guys that hate Anthony Joshua. Despite Joshua making him what he is right now. Without Joshua, Andres Jr. is nix. Let me just say German. Without Joshua, Andres Jr. is nothing. Joshua made Andres Jr. Not only that, he gave him, not only making him, he made him famous. He gave him his biggest, highest payday today. Something that PBC couldn't do, Top Rank couldn't do for Andres Jr. Joshua made it so. That's why Andres Jr. must forever respect Anthony Joshua and adore him. Joshua is landlord. It's just the fact. So according to the recent news, Andres Jr. talking about reacting to Joshua versus Tyson Fury potential bout, which is said to be announced this week, but it looks like Tyson Fury is making things harder than it should be because my sources were right. Joshua confirmed it, but Tyson Fury is another guy that I don't know. I don't know if I should call him a chameleon or I should call him bipolar. Let's just wait and see. So Andres Jr. said, I quote, on Fury versus Joshua or Joshua versus Fury. I think it's Joshua versus Fury, not Fury versus Joshua, because Joshua is the only one, is the one that brought the every division back. Not only that, he is the guy that holds the three, or like if you had the IBO, you say 4 belts out of the 5 belts that you need. Okay, you need 4 belts to become undisputed: IBF, WBO, WBA, and WBC. So and the original said, I quote, I think it's going to be an interesting fight. I fought Anthony Joshua. I haven't fought Tyson Fury. He has a strange style, but I see Fury winning that fight. I wasn't impressed by Joshua's last fight, but he managed to get the job done. Maybe Fury will beat him. It depends on how weird he moves. If he bosses, Anthony Joshua hasn't fought someone who boxes, who moves around like that. We will see what happens. I love in Vietnamese. Andres right now basically is just, listen. Basically, Andres is saying that Joshua hasn't boxed someone who boxes, like who's this, like who moves. So Andres is admitting that he's not a mover, that he's not good enough boxer or what. In this stance right here, I don't want to go too hard on the chameleon, because if I should start unveiling Andres Jr. wrongdoings, I might end his career. His career. For him to betray his trainer, Manny Robles, him and his dad, they betrayed Manny Robles. Chameleon moves with chameleon. Manny Robles is the only trainer, is the most underrated trainer on the planet. Very disciplined, and he trains his fighter very well. I've interviewed him. I'm not saying it because I've interviewed him. I've always admired Manny Robles. Go check it out. And Andres, on the other hand, is an opportunist and a guy that, let's say, he's like a lottery winner. He fought Anthony Joshua. He got all this money. He started showing it. He beat Joshua. Luckily, but lucky punch. Okay, Big Joshua started showing all this money and all that. But it's one thing to like. In fact, Andre Jr. should be appreciating Anthony Joshua instead of saying Joshua hasn't bossed someone that moves and all that. So Joshua hasn't bossed someone that moves. Are you saying Joseph Parker is a standstill fighter or what? Are you saying Vladimir Klitschko is a standstill fighter or what? Vladimir Klitschko, when Joshua bossed Klitschko, nobody stood still there. You know, Klitschko did not just stand in Joshua's face or stay there and just like, do nothing. No, it wasn't like that. I mean, what is Andrews Jr. saying? What sense does that make? Klitschko was moving like I wish I can play the clip right now or play the fight. If I had the rights to it, I would have played it. But because I don't, I'm not gonna do so. So is Andrews Jr. now saying that Joshua hasn't bossed anyone that moves when Joshua bossed Vladimir Klitschko? Even Povetkin moves. Povetkin is not a fighter that stays there. It's not a robotic fighter. Remember, this same Andrews Jr. came out like some time ago saying that Joshua, is a robot. I remember when he beat Joshua, he said Joshua is a robot. It's gonna do the same thing to Joshua again. They did blah 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 blah. And he was thinking Joshua is just a guy that is gonna go there and knock out. But Joshua showed him, listen, you're still a baby in the game. I'm more than you. You're still a baby. He came back, reclaimed his throne, and Andrews Jr. became relevant. Listen, Andrews Jr., what happened to the contract that Team Ajagba sent in? Why you ducking the fight? Why are you ducking for Jagba? You want to get another? You are afraid to get another ass whooped from Nigerian again? This time around, Ajagba will not only listen. This time around, Ajagba will not only beat box ring around you. It will knock you the spark out if you want to take that fight. But I know that PBC will not allow you to fight that fight because they know that Ajagba will take your place and become the top 5 heavyweight boxers. And because you're ranked higher than Ajagba, you all by mistake, you luckily be Anthony Joshua, you think you're special right now, right? And him saying that Joshua's last performance was not good, saying that he didn't impress. What the hell? What this guy saying? Apart from the Joshua win, what does Andrews have? I mean, what does he have? Who has he beaten? You luckily beat Anthony Joshua. You lucky. Man, you got beat by Oscar Rivers. You got beat by Michael Hunter in the amateurs. So now you're comparing yourself and saying you're speaking like a big man, bro. You're a chameleon, bro. You're a chameleon. Who likes chameleon? You got famous. You went from 5,000 followers to 1.6 million. And you started showing your finger and like raising like show your wings that you can fly. And you are still in that 1.6. Joshua has 12 million followers right now. You are still in that 1.6. I love you, Vietnamese. You see, you are still in that 1.6. Not even close to Joshua level. Joshua profile, even after you beat him, grew, and now Joshua is growing, like his profile is growing still. And Ruiz Jr. is just a guy, that got lucky, won a fight that nobody gave him a chance to win. I mean, I didn't give him a chance. I mean, I have to be sincere. I didn't give him a chance to. I thought he was. I thought I always say that it's dangerous, but I never thought it would be Anthony Joshua. So okay, he beat Anthony Joshua. Okay, well, then Joshua came back and got it. And by the way, Andrews Jr. was looking to hold those titles for as hostage, like and Deontay Wilder did with the WBC. He was trying to do the same thing, but Eddie Hearn wasn't gonna give him a chance to do that. They said, listen, you signed for this fight, you go to fight this fight. No ducking, no dodging. You signed for this fight. The rematch thing, you have to fight it. You have to fight the rematch. So what happened? Andrews Jr., had nowhere to go. if it was, I mean, you have to give him props for even, going for that second bout though, because if that was Tyson Fury, he wouldn't do that. That's just a fact. Now, looking at Andy Ruiz Jr. statement saying that Joshua did not impress him, he wasn't impressed by Anthony Joshua his last performance. Did Andy Ruiz Jr. not see that to pull a counter? Did he not see it, or does he think that that's that's a joke, or everybody can do that? So the guy has his own opinion. At the same time, the Chameleon is not to be trusted. I mean, anything the Chameleon says, I don't really believe. He said, "Oh, I'm the top right now. I want to fight the best." And and Ruiz Jr. is just looking for another money. I saw a picture on online. People say Andy Ruiz Jr. has lost weight. Has lost that. He's this, he's that. He's slimmer now. He's this, he's slim. Bro, Andy Ruiz Jr. will remain Andy Ruiz Jr. Okay, the guy is just deceiving you all. The last time, what did we hear? We heard that he was lighter now. He's this, he's lost weight and all that. So people were even complaining and saying, why will he do that? Why will he lose weight like that? Why will he do that? This guy knows how to take a picture that makes him look lighter or thinner. He knows how to take a picture like that. He took that picture with Michael Hunter, and everybody thought Andy Ruiz had lost weight. Go check it out. Come fight night, Andrews, showed his true colors. But for him, he said, "No, me losing weight wouldn't be a thing. It wouldn't be a problem. I'm just gonna gun him there and knock him out. I've done it before. All this kind of stuff." Andrews Jr., bro, the Chameleon is like the Chameleon. Do you know how chameleons behave? They will trick you to believe that they are this, they are that, whereas they are nothing. Take that for Jabba fight if you know you're good. Jabba whoop your ass. You know that Jabba whoop your ass and take the position. You know that. I love you, Vietnamese. You wouldn't take it. You wouldn't take that Jabba fight. Even Deontay Wilder wouldn't take it. Why do you think he won't take it? Because they have higher rankings than if Jabba, and they know Ajagba beats them. He take their place. Ajagba, whether you like it or not, will become a world champion. It's a fact. I just hope Ajagba is staying dedicated right now. Ajagba, whether you like it or not, he becomes a world champion as long as he's staying dedicated as he is right now and training. Have you not seen Ajagba's latest training video? Have you not seen the guy? Have you not seen what he's working on? Have you not seen the beast? I love him, Vietnamese. So, I don't know who is available right now. I'm probably gonna call some of you guys, and check it out. And shout out to our brothers in the house, our sisters in the house. If we have here, let me look at it. We have Ami Dada, who says, "Respect, bro. BBC for life. Thanks, but I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate your support. Yeah, BBC for life. We there, man. Now we are the run the show. Now, Ali Louis says Ruiz is a fat, full mumu man." Ali Louis, man. This guy get mad. That's good. That's good one. Good one, Ali Louis. Shout out to Ali Louis. God brings Fury say, "I no blame Ruizo. I no blame Ali Louis say AJ is the god of Ruiz. It is landlord, bro, for sure. DD Jack says, "Good evening, bro. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you all. Oh, good evening to Lisa Bells. Lisa Bells. Oh, it's a BBC. The base. How you doing, Lisa? You okay? Shout out to our brother Godfrey Ogbede. You gotta have the same name as me. Godfrey Ogbede, what's up now? What is somebody like the video? So I'm going to call one of you guys here. I mean, there are people who wants to talk callers, so let's reach out to them. Let's reach out to them to discuss this right now. And there is Junior, the Chameleon. I love you, Vietnamese. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hello, brother. What's up?
Yes, yes.
Yes. You did available. You know, say they go out just now. I don't know whether they available.
No, no, I don't come back. I just the cook, but it's fine.
Okay, no,
I
wala,
don't.
no, wala. Shout out to you, bro. And I said, let me try it first. You know, I need to know if you're available or not. You know, so
It's
shout
all
out to
good,
you,
man.
bro. So what's popping, bro? What's popping? So Andrews Junior.
Mm,
You know, Andrews Junior is saying that he wasn't impressed, okay, with Anthony Joshua's last performance. He's not
yeah.
impressed with Anthony Joshua's last performance, saying that he Joshua, you know, hasn't bossed someone that move around before. The chameleon, you know, he's a chameleon, you know. So chameleons do speak some stuff, you know. He's a chameleon, bro. Now, is he forgetting that Anthony Joshua fought Vladimir Klitschko? Vladimir Klitschko did not stand still there. You know, he wasn't stable. You know, he moved around. You
How about
know,
Joseph Parker?
the same I said just now, man. So what do you make of Andrews Junior, the chameleon, aka the chameleon statement, brother?
It's boxing, bro. It's boxing, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I'm not talking about the boxing bros. I'm just saying it's boxing, bro. Like, look, Andy Ruiz has to do that. I can't remember what group I was in. We was chatting about this the other day. Like, this guy's what he has. I don't know if he's a chess player, but he has to be a chess player. He's got to be playing master moves. You got to think 2-3 steps ahead. You have already. This guy's already made you a millionaire. You've bossed, yeah, because of AJ. You've bossed. You got a Snickers deal. You started eating. You started getting fat because you never saw that kind of money in your life. That was because of AJ. Thank you very much. You wrote him a big check. Okay. Now, since then, AJ's even gone to another level. Yeah. Now he's making hundreds of millions per fight. Yeah. According to what we're talking about, the Tyson Fury fight, right? When he beats Tyson Fury, what the F is this guy going to be making? What are his opponents going to be making? So Andy Ruiz don't care about telling the truth. What Andy Ruiz cares about is how am I going to put myself in the position to be fighting AJ in 2 or 3 fights time? Listen, there's a rubber match on the cards with those guys. He beat AJ the first time. He battered AJ the first time. Whatever reason with my thing, AJ wasn't right, this, that, he battered him, right? The second time, AJ just, like, it was a blowout. 12-round blowout, right? It was masterful from AJ. So there's a rubber match. Whether it's now, whether it's in a year's time, in 2 years' time, there's a rubber match on the card. All Andy Ruiz is doing the right thing. From a business point of view, you gotta be. I mean, not everyone's a shit talker. AJ won't chat shit. Rubber match, not AJ style, right? Canelo won't chat shit. That's not Canelo style. These guys are bosses, right? But these other guys, because you're chasing the bosses, you gotta get their attention somehow. You see what I'm saying? So what he said, I wasn't impressed by that. He has to say that because he's gonna say, listen, when he gets back in the ring with me, I'm not fat no more. I've shed all the weight now. I'm actually training now. You know, back then I wasn't training. I let the money get to my head, and you know I wasn't eating right and all of this. I wasn't prepared for that fight. You know, but now I'm ready. AJ can't fight me. You know, when I'm ready, we saw what happened to him the first time. That's what's gonna happen again. You know, so that's what he's positioning himself for. And look, whether we agree with him or not, obviously I don't agree with him, but he's saying what he has to say. Do you know what I mean?
I need to speak some beans right here, brother. I need to speak some beans. Do you know?
Hey, you got some exclusives.
Yeah. Do you know?
Some
Like,
BBC
do you know?
exclusives.
Do you know? Team Ajagba are trying to fight Andrews, you know, and he turned it down. He doesn't want to fight.
Why would he take that fight, bro? I know we always talk about this. Why would he take that fight? Why would you not like I'm talking about someone who's in a position who in 1 fight or 2 could literally be fighting the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
Who told you in 1 fight or 2 he will fight in the unified heavyweight champion of the world? Who told you that?
Should I tell you why I'm saying that? Should I tell you why
yeah,
I'm saying
tell me. I
Okay,
need to
cool.
know.
All right, cool. Let's look at the landscape of the heavyweights, yeah? AJ, in the next 2 fights, is going to fight Fury by the grace of God if this guy doesn't pussy out, because right now, I don't know, bro. Right now, I don't know, to be honest. But let's just say, you know, that fight happens. 2 fights, 2021. That's a lock-off, yeah? Okay. After AJ beats him, who's in line to fight AJ, that is?
Who's in line? And Alexander Usyk or Joe Joyce?
Who's in line after that?
Who's the line? Michael Hunter or Philip Ergovich, since they're fighting for the final eliminator?
I wouldn't even say that. I'll probably say Dylan
bro.
White.
That's the reality, bro. Dylan White. Who's the line in WBC? What about the WBC? If WBC route is for Dylan White, okay, Dylan White. This is what I'm saying. So you see, Andrews Jr. doesn't come into the equation right now. That guy is an opportunist. He's an opportunist, bro. In fact, he should kneel down and thank Anthony Joshua for making him rich. he should kneel down and say, listen, Joshua is his landlord, bro. Joshua is his landlord. Joshua made Anthony. He made him.
Listen.
What do you say, bro?
Listen.
I love you, Vietnamese.
After you don't chop belly full, your belly don't full. You don't get the taste. Say, this egusi soup suito with all this goat meat and all this shak and all this okpa, all this pamo, everything with this thing suito. You won't get to chop akara again. Abiogi. After you don't chop pepper soup with sweet, you don't want to go back to that life. And now you see the guy saying, now this guy will give me this again. I won't come back. I won't come chop this food again. I beg. That's what he's doing. In 2 or 3 fights, bro. After Usyk. After Dylan White. Even the Hunter thing, okay, cool, yeah, but listen, this is boxing. They can push Hunter or Hergovich to the side if they wanted to, they could. But let's just put those guys there. After he's knocked out those guys, Andy Ruiz is going to be saying, bro, why are you ducking me for? Why are you ducking me? I've been calling, because that's going to be about a year and a half. I've been calling you up for a year and a half now. You don't want to come and get the rubber match. Everyone wants to see the rubber match. And I guarantee you, bro, people will be talking about the rubber match. They will be. Bro.
Do you know? And listen, and for Andrews to get that Anthony Joshua shot, for him to get that shot, listen, for him to get it, Andrews will have to fight Efia Jagba. Okay? No. Listen, bro. He must fight. Listen, fighting the likes of Chris Arreola. I mean, a lot of fans. Listen, he must go and prove himself first. He has to fight a killer. He has to fight 2 killers. He must fight 2 killers to get to Anthony Joshua. He's not going to fight the likes of Chris Arreola and go fight, for example, fight Trevor Bryan and say, "Oh, I've deserved a shot." Bro, he must fight. He has to fight. This one said 2 killers: Deontay Wilder and Efa Jagba. He might be Deontay Wilder. He might, because Deontay Wilder still carry that right hand, whether you like it or not. But Ajagba, I know will snatch it, bro. Ajagba will beat Andrews Jr. I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm not saying it because I'm a Nigerian or I support Ajagba. No, I'm saying it because I believe it. The one and only is hungry right now. He's wrong. He wants to. The one and only is hungry. He wants to hit Andrews Jr. He want to hit that Mexican guy.
Okay, so let me ask you this, and I know I keep asking you this question, yeah.
Yeah, bro. You're free to ask me that question, bro.
What is in it for him? So Deontay Wilder, if Andy Ruiz beats Deontay Wilder, we already know it's done. That AJ fight is happening, right? That AJ fight is happening. Why would he gonna fight Efia Jagba? What happens there? Like you said, if Efia Jagba knocks his block off, what's in it for him there? What is in it for him? There's nothing in it. I'm not even saying Efia Jagba is gonna beat Andy Ruiz. I don't know. Andy Ruiz is a world-clas fighter. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted.
Andrews Jr. is a listen. You don't understand the one and only, right? You don't understand how the one and only is feeling right now, bro. I do. Bro, I'm telling you right now. Listen, and Ajagba has been doubted. Ajagba has been cheated on. His last fight made a lot of people say, "Oh, Ajagba did not come out." This. Yes, his last. But forgetting that Ajagba was an injury before the fight, forgetting that Ajagba was recently part ways with PBC, and he was still trying to relocate to another location. After training, he go back there, pack some stuff, go to training again. Like the guy was in a different, mindset. He mentally wasn't right. Okay, now Ajagba saying, "Listen, bro. I mean, it's time for me to fight all those guys. I mean, I wanna kill somebody. You understand? So you understand? So he's ready to deal with the chameleon. And
I'm not saying he.
the good thing is that the good thing is that once he deal with the chameleon, then then Ajagba will not be in a position, to like really get a title shot. I don't know if he's gonna be against Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. Anyone that has that better time, Ajagba will have to fight someone, maybe from a final eliminator to get there.
Yeah, but that we're talking from Ajagba's side. That Ajagba's definitely doing the right thing. He's trying to fight those guys that are gonna put him in a position. It's the same conversation we had before. The guys below always have to be calling out the guys on top. That's where they're trying to get to. That's their job. If they're not doing that, then they don't even feel like they're ready themselves. Like, you need to be calling out those killers. So Ajagba's doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying he wants to fight Ruiz. To be fair, Ajagba's he's on crud. You know he's on crud because he's calling out Wilder, Ruiz. He's on stuff. Like right now, he just wants to get it in. So he's doing the right thing. I'm not knocking him. What I'm saying is, you have to look at it from the other guy's point of view, and the other guy's gonna say, "What is in it for me?"
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. But what is in it? Listen, what is Andrew going to gain from fighting Christian Areola, a guy who's already past it?
I'll tell you what he's gonna gain.
Okay, tell me.
He's a bum. It's gonna knock him out.
Yeah. So what does he gain from that? Okay, for example, you see the hypocrisy. You see the hypocrisy of Americans. Okay, I would say Americans right now, because some, like when Joshua lost to Andrews Jr., what did some Americans say? They say, listen, Joshua should go and in fact retire, fight a bomb to come back. You cannot be Andrews Jr. and this and that and that. Joshua should not take a low-level opponent. Like, if he wants to come back, he should fight someone good. Imagine Joshua, for example, deciding to listen to those critics, and those critics, because I know a lot of them didn't like Anthony Joshua. So for example, let's say next of the boxing boys don't like Joshua because Joshua refused to give him an interview. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, Joshua doesn't have time for that.
Why would you give him an interview?
John Tawada jumps in. Tyson Fury has jumped in. He's a lot of people, but other than Joshua, so he's like, he doesn't like Joshua like that because Joshua is not giving him, the attention that he deserves. That he thinks he deserves. BBC were there, so I never get finished. He say one get. You know, Chris? I said, what are yourself? You know, Chris? Huh? What's the worthiness of the boxing for yourself? So, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about. Now, you can even tell if you go and rewatch that Anthony Joshua rematch back. The watch along on the Boxing Voice channel, bro. Bro, that guy was like the Ness was so pissed off with Andrew. He was so like disappointed. Like, they wanted to see. They wanted the PBC, bro. The PBC wanted to see that. Oh my god, they were wishing Joshua bad luck. Joshua is not
the amount of evil those guys were wishing Joshua.
Now you see how karma works. Joshua is on top now. Deontay Wilder is I don't know, not even there anymore. Okay,
it's in the wilderness, bro.
And the wilderness, you're definitely right.
Because everyone's calling Wilder right now because they all want to knock him out. No one thinks he's good enough. He doesn't want to fight anyone because his confidence is so low right now. Like, I listened to that Tyson Fury interview yesterday, and that's why I have to agree with Fury that he doesn't. And a few professional fighters have said this. They're not sure that Wilder's going to come back. Spencer Fearon said the same thing. Said he's not sure that he's going to come back. Because the way he's moving is in his head. Because we have to realize that, listen, we know the truth, right? We know he got battered in that ring, yeah? And whatever happens, he knows the truth, yeah? Let's forget all the facade and all this, whatever's been said out there. He knows the truth. So imagine knowing in your heart of heart that this guy battered you, and then out here you're saying all of this nonsense. Like mentally, you're not dealing with that loss, which means when you go back into that ring or you're trying to go, you're still gonna have that anxiety. Like, what if someone else beats me? Because you're not thinking, okay, you know what, Raw, he beat me because of this. Next time I need to go back to the drawing board, work on this, work on that, work on that. So next time, I'm more equipped for when something like that happens, or when I get back in the ring. He hasn't done that, which means whenever another fight is being announced, he's gonna have anxiety, because that's when he's really gonna start dealing with the trauma. You see it? And you go into the ring like that, you're already done. Like Wilder, he really could be done. He could come back, obviously he could come back, but he really could be done. And especially someone like him, Alabama bum. He's made all this money now. He's got millions in the bank now.
Well, why do you call him Alabama bum, bro? You're so funny.
He's Alabama bum, man. The guy's like, the guy is unintelligent. I know a lot of people say it, but come on, it's really true. You want to talk about race,
bro? The guy is intelligent. The guy is intelligent. He's just he's intelligent, bro. He is intelligent. He is intelligent. He is intelligent. It's just that when you listen, bro, when you come from a background that Deontay Wilder come from, okay, you better understand it. You have to know that he's from the south side, right? Alabama.
I can't understand it.
Alabama is not that of a friendly place, you know, when you're black. I mean, that's what I've studied. I've done some research. Alabama, like, in fact, even black Americans from other parts, you know, he's like country. He's a country guy. You know,
country bumpkin, bro.
And bro, forget about it. It's not a bum. It's not a bum, bro. I mean, he might be everything you say. You know, he might be saying he lacks you know, some skill set. You know, this, but bum, no, bro. Bum does not knock out more than 40 plus people.
I'm being deep about it. He's obviously not a bum. That's what I'm saying. I said he's unintelligent, and he is unintelligent. I stand by that. I'll tell you why. You want to talk all this racial stuff, yeah? You want to talk all this racial stuff, but yet you're being manipulated like a puppet on a string. You suck the black people in your team and the white people. Listen, I'm not racist. I don't care about all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about all that, yeah? But what I'm saying is, if you're going to be talking about this black king, I'm your king. Your king is back. I'm the king. Like, all this bullshit, yeah? But yet you're sucking the black man in your team and you're listening to the white man in your team who's telling you that the black man is trying to poison your water, when the white man is the one that had the water, and the white man was the one that was in the changing room when they were wrapping the gloves. How can you tell me that's an intelligent fella? Just based on that, even if you took the color out of it, let's say he was just saying Mark Brayland and, you know, Jay Diaz and, you know, Shelly Fink and all this shit. Let's just take the color out of it. If this guy who was in the changing room is now telling me that this guy is the one who's against you, yeah, bro, like, but you were in there when they were wrapping the gloves. What did you do? You know what I'm saying? You were the one that had the water, though. So what, you're trying to tell me now that he poisoned my water, but he never had no water, though. You had the water. Like, even take the color out of it. These are basic questions that you'll be asking, or at least thinking to yourself. But yet, this king of Africans, this lord, can't even figure that out. And he's been manipulated to the point that he's getting rid of the only guy in his team who actually cares about him. And he happens to be a black man. And the white guys who actually look more culpable, listen, I think all that glove shit is bullshit. But if you're gonna run with that story, then the person who's more culpable, who happens to be the white guy, is in your team and he's still there. Explain that to me.
Very interesting take here. Very interesting take here, you know. Very interesting. Very interesting, bro.
Is unintelligent, bro. These guys, bro.
Bro, I don't think he's unintelligent. I think I just think he you know, he's let's say I don't think he's unintelligent, bro. I just think he has he's full of pride, you know. He's very proud, you know. You know people that are proud, you know, you hardly get them to do something, you know, like because they want to do things on their own terms. So
that is unintelligent.
No, that's not intelligence. It's just like some people are proud. Like he has like, for example, let's say for example,
man.
Adolf Hitler, you know, the German Führer, who started the Second World War, was a very proud guy. You know that. He was very proud. So he was proud, but he was not unintelligent.
Yeah.
Because if he was unintelligent, what he achieved, you know, in revolutionizing the German economy and you know, creating the autobahn and other stuff, he he's proud. He was the guy is proud. I'm not comparing them to Adolf Hitler because they are very different people. Because Waters has not committed a mass genocide.
Even though he wanted to have a body in the ring.
Yeah, but it comes with the protection, bro. With the profession. Like, for example, like when you sign to be a fighter, okay, if you sign a contract, you know, as a fighter, you want to become a fighter, you know what comes with it. You know, Patrick Day, we lost Patrick Day, you know what happened. Patrick Day, but the Patrick Day situation is still very sad because he comes from a very good family. He doesn't come from the street or something like that. His family are good,
he just love boxing.
Yeah, he just love boxing. You know,
sad,
people are like boxing is a savage man's sport.
Bro, here's the thing I was saying about that. I'm not saying that pride equals unintelligence. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when you are being driven by pride, that is unintelligent. An intelligent man would have the pride. It's like when you're in a negotiation, right? If you're in a negotiation and someone else has the upper hand, right? Now, your pride might tell you like, nah, fuck this, I'm just going to kill this deal, right? But your intelligence will allow you to balance it and be like, okay, you know what, the balance of things, today he's got the upper hand. Let me get what I need out of this deal. And tomorrow, who knows where I'm going to be, right? I'll take the deal. I'm not happy with the deal, but I'll take the deal. That's an intelligent decision, right? If you're being led just by your pride, that's unintelligent because you're not making the best.
Bro, you also have to understand that he's with PBC. Don't you know how PBC fighters behave? Don't you know how PBC contract is? Don't you know how PBC run their like
on?
If PBC, like Heyman is not unintelligent.
He's very smart.
Saying so. He is the one. He is the final boss. You know, he makes the final decision. In my opinion, like he tells the fighter what to do. Like, don't you see when PBC fighters after they win, they say, "I want to thank our Heyman. I want to thank God and thank our Heyman." I've never seen an Heyman interview, bro. I only see a few pictures of him. I don't even know how that guy look like. If I see him right now, I wouldn't even know how he look like. The guy is like a ghost.
Let me. I'm gonna ask you about 4 fighters, and you tell me who the boss is.
Yeah, no problem.
Tyson Fury or Frank Warren, who's the boss?
Tyson Fury is the boss.
Okay, AJ and Eddie Hearn, who's the boss?
Joshua is the boss.
AJ and Canelo, who's the boss? I mean, Hearn and Canelo, who's the boss?
Canelo, of course, the boss.
Right? This is what I'm talking about. Even Vladimir Klitschko and Shevchenko back then, who was the boss?
It's Klitschko, and of course, it was Shevchenko was not Vladimir Klitschko's Vladimir Klitschko's promoter. He was his manager.
He was the manager. That's true.
Bonte was Vladimir Klitschko's promoter.
That's correct. That's true. The one that kicked off.
Yeah. So, but Klitschko was the boss. Klitschko is the boss. Right? Yeah, he's the boss.
What I'm saying. So whatever you're saying, you walk into that negotiation, man's coming to you saying, bro, there's 120 million here on the table for you. You know you only made like 2 million in your last fight. Yeah? I don't care what anyone is trying to tell me. Right? I'm like, no, I'm gonna knock this bum out. This bum, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm taking that 120 million. After that, we can talk, right? But what you're saying, you've proven my point by saying Al Heyman is an intelligent guy, which means he's the puppet master. And an unintelligent guy is just going along with what Al Heyman wants, not what's in his best interest.
Well, Heyman's position is different from other promoters' position in a way. You know, Heyman is so powerful to the point where he doesn't have to speak for you to know what he's doing. Like, you just people representing him and say, I spoke with him, I did that. Like, I don't know, man. The guy's a ghost. You know, it's like
Heyman's the boss. Listen, the way his fighters talk about him, all of this stuff, Heyman's the boss. I'm not talking about his intelligence. He's a very intelligent guy. goes without saying. The Alabama bum. I'm just saying bum because I'm not calling him bummer. He's not a bum, I know, but I like how it sounds. The Alabama bum, he's unintelligent. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he's not a bum. Like, but I understand where you're going, but he's not a bum, bro. Like,
Yeah, I know.
what is a solid fighter, bro? I tell you.
I know. Like, so listen, for me, there's just too many things that are not personal. It's not I don't like him, not even as a fighter, but as a person. You know what I'm saying? They wanting to have a body in the ring. Like, listen, all these guys go in there with, you know, with a good heart. Yeah, we're going to fight man to man. You know, I pray you go back home to your family. You pray I go back home to my family. You know what I'm saying? When you're coming in there saying you actually want to kill someone in there, like, bro, what are you talking about? It's a gentleman's sport. Well, I won't go far as a gentleman's sport, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you don't go in there talking that sort of talk. And then all the whole contractual negotiation with the agent when you know his team was just chatting shit. And then this whole Tyson Fury stuff. Like, bro, you got beaten by the better man. Like, you're even lucky to get that second fight. We all know he dusted you in the first fight. You see what I'm saying? Second fight, he just carried on from where he left us on. Bust your nose, bust your ribs, bust everything. Just take it like a man. And the way he's dealt with it, you rather come and start twerking on the screen instead of accepting your defeat, bro. Like, nah, we're not having that. Like, the guy's got no character in it. You see what I'm saying? He talks like he's got a lot of character, but actually, he hasn't got a lot of substance. And he is unintelligent.
Well, he says he's the king, you know, the king, and he does have followers, though. You know, he does have followers that see him as a king. I mean, in my opinion, you're only a king when you are a champion, a world champion. Right now, he's a dethroned king. He's a guy who's been dethroned. So to become a king again, he has to reclaim his throne.
Even that king, you know, like back in the day when you hand it over to your son kind of has to go and prove himself in the battle for the generals to really respect him. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when he got the throne, he wasn't respected because we all knew that was given to him. Yeah? And then when it was time for him to prove himself on the battleground, it got done. That's really what's come down to. So I wouldn't even ever call him a king. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was he a king? King from what? Who did he beat? You know what I'm saying? Who did he beat?
Well, I do that, bro. We agree to disagree. So I understand what you're saying, and I do respect it. But you know, Wada, he has the right to call himself a king, but right now, in my opinion, he's not yet, because he's a dethroned one. So, guys, you know, this is our brother Ibrahim live here. You know, with BBC. I'm gonna be calling another person. Bro, I want to really thank you for coming to the show, and you know, despite cooking now, yeah, I can see you are enjoying your meal. Guy, send me my share, you know, on in fact, one of these days I go vest at Landlord. I say, guy, Brian, I said, Ajibade come one a day when I come pick me up for airport.
Anytime.
God bless you, brother. You know, Nigeria to the world, bro.
Come on.
It's too much, bro. Respect. So that's our brother Ibrahima. You know, yeah, the home of Nigeria Box. We give you guys nothing but bangers. And hold on, let me call another person. hello, hello, hello,
Hello,
Mr.
brother.
Adeshola Peters.
Yes, sir.
How body now, bros?
We thank God.
Uh,
Glory be to God.
how your side? How your side?
We thank God. We
You
thank
you
God.
you
How your
get
side?
you get time to hear. Everybody different. We different. You get time to hear. I be make I skip the
Yeah,
call to another person.
I do work, but I'll free here for like few minutes.
Okay, okay. I want to ask you about the original statement when you told me, man. You not the impressed with Joshua last performance. If you mean so. Say na so
Okay.
Joshua never boss person where they move before. They forget him and Joshua don't boss Klitschko. Say na so Joshua never impressed her. You know, he was not impressed with Joshua. Say see what you. You know, the guy not a chameleon, chameleon. You know, chameleon the be now. What you do for that matter, self?
Yes. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. First of all, I want to appreciate you for calling me. I've been really look forward to getting on this platform because this platform is a blessing. It's an eye opener, and I see it's going places by the grace of God.
Very soon we go reach 30k or 30,000 subscribers. Very soon. Oh my God, that's amazing. By the way.
Wow.
You know, by the time we get to 30k,
Yeah.
man, I'm going to do some giveaway to the biggest BBC fan for sure.
It will get to 30k and even pass.
I never know about passing. But maybe.
You go pass. BBC na strong go though. They no fit hit them. Yeah. So concerning that question, sir, I watched that interview. I watched someone did a broadcast and I listened to that comment. Sir, what I want you to realize is that the position of Anthony Joshua in the division is an enviable position. Not just being a champion, even in defeat, Joshua profile still went up. Even in defeat, he still made more money, right? So if anybody in the division, all those contenders, if they don't mention Anthony Joshua, if it usually feels like their career is going down the drain. So look at what Andy Ruiz Jr. said, that he was not impressed. Why was he not impressed? What did he do wrong? Did he lose the fight? Was Pulev dominating him? Was Pulev busting Anthony Joshua? No. Now, an opponent determines the kind of what you bring to the table. You can't fight everybody the same way. And for goodness sake, what deficiency did Joshua display in this course of when he fought Pulev in the last fight? He didn't display any deficiency, despite that he hasn't fought for the last time he fought was December 2019. So 1 year later, he fought and he knocked this guy. He would technically, if the referee was to be fair, according to the rule of the game, Joshua the referee should have called off the fight in round 3. So technically, Joshua won that fight in round 3 because this guy was running for his life and taking cover. But Joshua busted him and rough handle him in round 3. Is as good as turning in the towel. Now, Jeffrey was so gracious to not call off the fight. The fight continued. Look at the techniques that Joshua brought to the table. Look at those uppercuts, 5 uppercuts. Look at how he was coming in sideways. Look at what he was displaying. Look at his jab. Look at his forgotten this tactics.
The pull
You
counter
know,
or the
pull
Flaviola
a counter.
signature.
Yes, yes. You know, things that he doesn't do before. Despite the lockdown, despite that, you know, despite the fact that there was inactivity like that, but this guy did not make up any excuses for lack of skill and techniques, and he came out stronger, came out better, right? He didn't complain of ring rust. So what does these people want? So what I want you to understand, sir, is that these people just want to make headline. They just want to look at Deontay Wilder. When he talks smack at Anthony Joshua, because when they don't do that at some point, their career begins to go down the drain. People don't. The moment you measure Anthony Joshua, the whole world shift to you. Like, what does he want to say? What did Anthony Joshua do? In first place, I didn't know Andy Ruiz until I think I only saw when Joshua was going to fight Parker. When Joshua was going to fight Parker, so I'd be like, the way Joseph Parker was being rated. Oh, this guy was so super fast. He's going to dethrone Anthony Joshua. As the whole thing was making the internet waves. So I said, okay, let me go and watch who this Joseph Parker of a thing. Let me go and watch his fight. Who is this guy? So in trying to look for Parker and who Parker has fought, was when I saw that he fought a guy Andy Ruiz. And after that, I didn't pay attention to, I only look at Parker, I didn't pay attention to Ruiz until when Ruiz was used as a replacement for pharmacist Miller.
Mm-hmm.
So now, that was how we began to hear about Ruiz. It was Joshua that brought out Parker, that changed Parker's career. Now he changed Ruiz's career, right? When he was going to fight.
And Ruiz Jr. has more followers than Joseph Parker now, huh?
You said what?
And Ruiz Jr. has more followers than Joseph Parker now.
Well, I don't even know, but what I know is that
he does.
Anybody that Joshua fights, or anybody that is calling Joshua's name, the world will kind of pay attention. So in a way, now after Ruiz Jr. lost, has he fought again? No. Joshua lost. 6 months later, he immediately went back to training. We saw all the moves. Immediately, everybody discouraged him. Landlord, Lewis, Mark Tyson, Holyfield, everybody. It's only people like us, BBC, Taya Jagbe, Emerton Tom. We stood our ground that this guy is coming back. This guy, naturally, if Joshua, the fact that he lost to Andrew Ruiz, probably they used to say a calling. Maybe it was just meant to be, because Joshua was not meant to lose that fight. If he was not overzealous in round 3, he was going to go. That was the mistake he made. If he had, because in one round 2, it was keeping him long, according to McCracken. If he had fought on like he did, if Ruiz let him lose 100 pounds and becomes skinny, he cannot win Joshua anytime, any day. Joshua will beat him in the morning, he will win him in the afternoon, he will win 247 if he fought the way he fought him the other time. So now, everybody discouraged that Joshua should go in for a rematch. But we stood with him. He went in and he get the job done. Right? So
Joshua is in an enviable
What
is an
is
enviable
that?
position.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has an enviable status. They want to be where Joshua is. They want to be Joshua, but they cannot be because this guy is too focused, is too dedicated, is too, is in for it, right?
I just think that the chameleon is ungrateful in a way, but we go talk about that one another time.
In fact, that's another story. That's another story
We're going
That
about that
guy,
one. So
that guy is not even in his mouth. Yoruba will say, "Kò tọ́ sẹ́nu ẹ̀." We're not supposed to hear it from his mouth because before he fought Joshua, who knows Ruiz? Who knows? Probably only few followers. After that, everything skyrocketed. He became a millionaire overnight. His status changed. He bought a house. Before he fought, he was saying he doesn't have food to give his children here. But
the guy even dish he trainer man Robles way up and everything. That guy now let me call that chameleon.
Yeah, he became the guy. So if you can do that to Manny Robles, you can.
That's where power put on for like make us sleep for a gym or everything like give her even money itself all this kind of make it all itself. Where be say man the way you be one give up for life say me no one boss again.
Yeah,
people another one can't.
The moment he made that money, he refused to trade. That is how you will know who is a champion and who is not born to be a champion. Ruiz Jr. was just blessed, was just fortunate to have a career day pay job, right? So after that match, after that win, right? He turned into the tower. He was enjoying his life. He was enjoying the money. That tells you that he doesn't have a heart of a champion. That kind of a person, if he win, if he rise, he will fall back. Why? Because in leg they him out. They put him out where his mouth supposed to be, right? You don't bite a finger that feed you, right? This guy made you. You're supposed to be grateful, even if you don't have comments. Just keep your mouth shut. Don't come out and say rubbish because you are not impressed. It's still better than you, right? It's better than you. The only thing Ruiz has is that speed, that combination. And who told you that Joshua does not have speed? Joshua does too. He does have speed too, but we have to consider the someone who is tall and someone who is short. Naturally, aside from boxing, for a short person, someone who has height and low height on a good day, on a natural street fight, is difficult. If the tall guy is not careful, the short guy will come under him and take him up and smack him down, right? So it's usually difficult to fight for people of different heights to fight, So you get it. So fight makes style make fight, So it's not supposed to even say anything. It doesn't have anything to say. Just keep quiet. What did he do wrong? You have no point. What did he not do? You can't say. What did he overdo? You cannot say. But he just wants to mention Joshua so he can remain relevant, so he can keep himself in the business, so he can keep his followers, so people can pay attention to
Made the guy go fight. Made the guy go fight for Jack myself. In the fear for Jack now. In the fear. I just want to fight the guy they fear. So made the guy go one place, man. May go park one side.
You including Tyson Fury, including Deontay Wilder. Lately you see how a lot of people was calling out Joshua, saying, "Oh, Joshua, I want to Joshua, I want Joshua next." Even people that are supposed to not to call Joshua, who's supposed to humbly keep their career and fight, work themselves to that stage, to work themselves up. When they get to that level, when they cannot call Joshua, we will know that I think you deserve it. But from beginning, be like a person where they primary one, when they talk say he want primary one for primary. When you say he won't write WAEC, or he won't write he won't go get master degree for university.
That's so, brother.
Yeah,
So, you said you want to finish now? Okay, yeah, but okay, continue.
Yeah, I be one talk say I want just use example of my first son when he was when I was taking and I used to take him to kindergarten back in the days. One day in the car, he asked me, "Daddy, when am I going to university? I want to go to. I don't want to go to that school. I want to go to university." It's just like that, you know. That's the way just is like that. That's supposed to pay attention to those who are ahead of him. You know, you still have a lot of kidda, a lot of things. Calling Joshua, we don't get PhD. So
I do that. Not true to be that. So guys, I want to first of all thank you for coming to the show. You know, God bless you, brother. I beg, they call you more if you're available. Always nice to have you.
I would really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Sir.
Tomorrow I go live again. I want you about as a fury. You understand? Like I need to collect some. Okay. God bless you, sir.
Okay. All right, sir. Peace. One love.
So that was our brother Adishola Peters. You know. So thanks to all of you guys that are watching right now. Tomorrow morning, my God, Joseph Parker versus Junior Farr. And tomorrow night, I think like Sunday morning here. We have of course Canelo versus Avenue Yidrim. The one I'm gonna watch. So God bless you all for supporting the channel. Stay tuned, guys.